browser is one of the most popular tools actually for everybody. So I think most of the time actually people using computer is actually for browsing. So either it's doing a Google search, maybe online, maybe it's actually doing some debugging, maybe it's all those kind of things. So for browser, right now actually there are a lot of browsers, whether it's Chrome or Edge, those kind of browsers. I think the experience is actually much better than before, but there are probably still some ways actually we can enhance it. Today I'm going to talk about one extension. I built this extension some time back. I think it's actually 2 years back. So this extension, what this extension is supposed to do is, it's actually going to help actually for our browser experience even further. I will do a quick demo for this one. But basically, this extension can be actually downloaded from here. This is actually the same for Edge and also Opera. So if you actually open this link, basically it will actually be able to install this extension. It's actually quite common. Let's say we got a lot of tabs actually open. So quite often, probably we are actually browsing certain website. We actually keep all those tabs actually open because we need to get rid of the information later, those kind of things. So that's where this extension will actually become very powerful. So there are multiple functionalities here for this extension. First thing first, so to launch this, people actually can either just click it. So once basically this extension is being installed, it will be actually shown here. So you can just click this one, or you can actually just use Alt+L, which is actually the shortcut. That shortcut is actually configurable. So basically, I think here I'm actually using Alt+L for it, but actually people can actually change it. So people can actually change it to different extension, different URL. So there's some other changes. We can customize as well. We can look at it later. So right now I'm actually using Alt+L. So this will basically show the list of current open URL. So for example, right now what I want to do is I want to actually switch to money month. So if I just type money, it will actually glance. Let's do it one more time. So let's see if I want to go to maybe this page. So if I'm actually search for LWPR, for example, it will find out the corresponding tab. Even though this tab, the name is actually basically my CV, those kind of things. Even though it's actually matching here, but at the same time, we actually try to match with the URL as well. So if we mouse over, the URL is actually LWPRO2. So if we type LWPRO, it will actually able to map that URL as well. So same thing. Let's see if we want to probably want to switch to Kickload. So what we can do is we can just type Kickload here, then it will actually basically show the open tab. Sometimes actually people are actually not interested in open tabs, then they just want to do a search. Then this will also show the list of popular searchers, which is actually by public. So how people actually are searching for Kickload. Some people are actually using it for Docker, some actually use it for GitHub, some actually for API. For today's case, we will just switch to the tab. So by switching to the tab, what we can do is actually we can use the mouse. We can use the arrow key. So basically up and down. So if we do a down, so it will just move the mouse or selection down. Then similarly, if we move the cursor up, then it is actually going up. So let's maybe use another option. Let's see if we want to see the YouTubes. So if we touch U, it will actually find out all the open tabs corresponding with a keyword, either in the type name or maybe the URL. So it will find all those open tabs here, and also it will do a suggestion as well. So this is actually according to how we visit the website. So it will actually search for this one. Basically, it's the top hit we quite often use for. So so for example, for today, what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to, I just want to see this page. So this is actually one option to use these things. So basically, just by either clicking it or maybe Alt+L, then we can actually navigate between the tabs. So if I want to go to InfoQ, or if I want to specifically search for Amazon, then I will go to these different types. So this is actually one use. Then another use is, so in this browser bar, address bar, by default it's actually using Google as a search options. For here, we can actually have a customized search engine. So for example, here, what I want to do is I want to use Bing. So for example, right now, let's see, we can actually do a simple comparison as well. So let's see, if switch to Google, maybe we want to do a search. Here, we want to see browser market share. Let's see whether there's a difference here. And I didn't do this before, so let's see. Let's use top browser here. Yeah. Top browser. Okay, so this is actually what Chrome gave us. So let's see what Bing gave us. So if we do top browser, okay, this will be basically searched by Bing. So this will actually give the web the result. So it's a little bit different. So if we come here, so basically for the top options, I think it's actually quite similar. It's actually Google Chrome, Opera, Microsoft Edge. Then Bing basically gives also results as well. So it's actually not only showing some of the title for each of this address, but it actually gives a little bit snippet. So it's got this information as well. So that's another use. So basically, we can actually use this actually as an alternative to a search. So sometimes you want to use a different search engine, we can do that. Then another way is we can actually do use this one completely as, for example, replace the title bar. So we don't want to use for example, we don't want to use the title bar, we don't want to use address bar. What we can do is actually we can just hide it and also use. Let's hide it for now. So I just do a full screen. So this actually gives us much more screen space. So it basically, let's see again. So it basically removes all those actually tree lines actually from our preset screen space. So if we remove those, what we can do is actually we can also just use this type this extension actually as the address by itself. So we can actually come here. So let's see if you want to go to google.com. Just type it. So if you go to google.com, maybe if I want to go to, we have to do a search for Singapore, these kind of things. So it will come to the search. So I think that's probably more or less it. So basically, Alt+L or this extension give a shortcut to quickly navigate through the open tabs. And also, it's not only the open tabs itself, but at the same time, if you want to do a search, let's see, if you want to search for keykloud, it actually can give not only the help us to navigate, but it actually can help us actually do some search as well. So it will basically, let's see, if we want to do a keykloud SSO, so it will give these popular suggestions which actually people are using. Similarly, if it actually can search for his history as well. So this is actually the history I have been using a lot. Basically Google News, so it will actually basically help to open that page quickly. That's probably roughly it. So okay, that's one more thing. So if we do this again, so there are actually some websites we actually quite often visit. So for example, for this website, I call it Money Month. This one is actually quite often I use it. So what I can do is, instead of actually typing this full address from hardware.com.sg moneyman210. What I can do is I can just type then followed by arrow key, just the right arrow. So it will immediately open that tab for me. So let's actually see this in the full extension mode. So let's see it again. So I got this extension. I think I got some other extension as well. So similarly, if I actually want to see, this is actually a Chinese website. If I want to see this Chinese website, what I can do is actually I can just do right click, then just do the red arrow key, then it will immediately pop there. So that thing is actually configurable as well. So let's just do a simple configuration. So here, I think I got this keywords here. But for example, let's see, I want to go to Amazon. So let's see, I give it an AM shortcut. Then I want to go to basically Amazon.com. So then we can add it here. So next time, if we are actually here, if we type AM, then quickly we can actually go to Amazon. So you never need to remember the full address, that kind of thing. So let's then here. Yeah, it quickly go to that page without remembering it, so and also without further typing everything. I think that's probably it for today.